Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very exciting video because we are going to be opening up a whole load of washi tapes from the Washi Tape Shop. So these have been very kindly gifted to me, and then we're going to be doing a nice little journal session at the end. So I will link all of the products down below, and if you do want to use my affiliate code to get yourself 10% off, then you can use that too. So this first set is not actually available yet, so this is coming soon, and it is a set of 3 tapes, and they are all gold foiled, and they are very beautiful daffodils and roses and other types of flowers. They're kind of giving off like almost a gothic vibe, so I feel like they'll be actually really good for autumn themes, and I can also use them in a lot of my fantasy spreads too. All of these pet tapes as well are pre-cut, which for me is incredible because I absolutely hate cutting out pet tapes. It is one thing that I really do not enjoy, so whenever there is a pre-cut tape, I am very, very happy about that. This next tape is a clear tape, and it's almost like a lace with lots of daisies and some other white flowers inside. And again, it is pre-cut, so the way that you stick it down, it creates the actual shape of the lace border. So I think this one is just a very versatile, easy to use tape. And then this is Violet Veil washi tape, and this one's great because it has loads of very small details as well as quite big ones, and they're all just like generic floral purple sorts of designs. So again, you can kind of use it in pretty much anything. This is the Cozy Hour and Sunday Vibe set, where there are 2 tapes and they are just very cozy basically. There's lots of designs which are related to, I don't know, they kind of remind me of like cottagecore vibes. They've got elements of reading, and they also have lots of cats, which is much appreciated. So I have used this one a lot already because it has a lot of elements that can be kind of woven into lots of different themes. And again, they're all kind of like springy, summery, very like cozy vibes, and yeah, I just really like all of the designs on this one, so you'll definitely see me use these later on. And then this one is my favorite out of the whole set, and this one is the Rose Sonata, and I just love the color palette of this one. I think like this would have been literally perfect for Valentine's themes, and I just adore it. So yeah, I have honestly used this one so much already. I've got through quite a lot of it, and I just really like this one. Definitely my favorite. This next set is the Nico washi tape, and I had to get this one because they're all cats. So these ones are all like music cats, and I just thought they were really funny. And these are tapes that I'm more likely going to be using in my Hobonichi because I think they'll just be really fun to set up some weekly spreads. And then this one is the camping version, and I do go camping, so I'll be able to use this whenever I do some travel journaling about that. And yeah, as you know, I love cats, so it's a winner. They also gifted me the mahogany bullet journal, and I was actually really impressed with the quality of this. The cover feels really nice, and the paper inside is a really nice quality too. I have already done some spreads in this because the Washi Tape Shop wanted me to create a reel over on Instagram, which is why I've kind of opened everything already. So before we start our journaling, I'm just going to quickly show you the spreads that I have made already. And these were just kind of like art spreads that I did in this journal because I wasn't too sure what to put in here. So I think I'm going to use this journal for like swatches of new stationery, and if I ever want to just create something for fun and just kind of have a little play around. So I did another spread as well, which was very pink, and I used a lot of the Cozy Hour washi tape as well. And yeah, they all just kind of layered on really nicely together. And I did use some of the other washi tapes in this spread too, and they all kind of mixed well together, so I feel like the ones that I chose kind of coincide with each other quite nicely. So the journaling that we're going to be doing today, I have 2 spreads that I need to catch up on in my journal, and I am going to do them as like 2 single spreads on here using a couple of the washi tapes. And I did add a little paw print journal clip because it seemed very fitting, because I am going to be using the Nico set for the first spread. And this spread is basically to remember me and my mum went out for dinner for her birthday. I took her out for like a meal one night after work, and it was just really nice, and I wanted to include it. I totally forgot to take some pictures though whilst we were there, so there are no images on here, so it means that I have a lot more space to add down lots of the new stickers. So this one is going to be the cat themed one because my mum is a very big cat lover, and for her birthday I actually got her like this ceramic cat from the cat shop in York, which is quite a a lot of people go there basically. So I got her one of the orange ceramic cats, which reminds her of her old cat Archie, and that's kind of why I went with the cat theme. I use this gingham neutral paper as kind of like the main backdrop for this spread because the Nico washi tape is quite monochrome and a neutral colour, so I wasn't entirely sure what colour theme to go for, so I figured I would just follow the theme of the washi tape and just kind of make it all quite neutral. The thing that I really like about the paper washi, because in every washi tape set you can also get it in the clear pet tape version as well, but I always tend to get the paper version because I just think it has a really nice texture and it just seems to kind of blend into the paper really nicely. So I basically just went crazy on adding cats onto this spread. I tried to kind of squeeze in as many as possible, and they're all just so funny, all the little characters with their little different instruments. You'll have to let me know as well in the comments which set is your favourite, which washi tape set, and maybe what themes I should make in the future with some of them. But I'm definitely going to try and experiment in my Hobonichi with some of these little cats, and I might even do one of my monthly themes in my Hobonichi with some of the cats because they're just so funny. I just really like them and they're just kind of like doing their own thing. So I tried to squeeze as many as I could onto the spread. I knew that I wasn't going to do a ton of writing because when we went for the meal it was actually back in June, so it feels like quite a while has passed, but I definitely wanted to do a little bit of written journaling but not too much, so it did mean that I was able to use lots of these. And then I added this big sticker which is kind of like a collaged strip, and I just kind of put that down the middle so that it would almost separate the 2 spreads a little bit, but you'll see when I do the second spread I do kind of make them a little bit cohesive in a way, but also they are their totally own spread. Another thing that I like about obviously them being pre-cut is all of the tiny little elements in all of the spreads are just much easier for me to use, and I just kind of whack them in any little places that don't have any decoration, whereas previously if I had a washi tape and it had very small elements on it and it wasn't pre-cut, I would honestly just not use them because I cannot explain to you how much I hate cutting washi tape out. I'm not one of those people that enjoys that task at all, although I do know quite a few people find it quite therapeutic, but for me, I just find it really frustrating and it honestly really hurts my wrist. So for the title, I just added some of these little silver letters, and then I just went ahead and did my written journaling with my Ferris wheel press carousel fountain pen. And I have been thinking of maybe getting another one of these just because I honestly really like it. I find it so easy to change the ink. I've never had any issues with it, and I just feel like that way I can kind of use more than one colour at once. Or if you guys have any more fountain pen recommendations, then let me know below. But the thing that I like about this one is it's not too expensive. I think it's about £20 like in UK, so I feel like that's not too much for a pen when you can get some that are very, very expensive. Now our second spread is going to be another memory keeping one, but for this one I do have a picture to add in, and it's just a little Friday night, me and my family went out for some drinks, so I just wanted to include the picture into my journal. And because I have been so obsessed with the Sonata washi tape, this is the one that I have decided to use in this spread. And another reason for that is because in the picture there is a photo of my brother, and his job is literally to be a full-time musician, so it just made sense. It matches what he does with all the musical elements, and it just gave me another excuse to use this new washi tape that I am honestly so very obsessed with. Now, to make the spread a little bit more cohesive, I used the rest of the neutral paper as the decoration, and then you'll also see me use in a little bit another one of the little collage strips just to make it match a little bit. Now, there was something that I wanted to talk to you guys about, which is something that I'm going to be doing in the near coming future. Is I'm going to be setting up a virtual journal me, and it's going to kind of be open to anyone and everyone. So if that's something you are interested in joining, then you should definitely follow me on Instagram, because that is where I'm going to be posting all the information about it. And it's essentially just going to be on like a Zoom meeting, or I might do it on Discord, yeah, I'm not sure. But it will be, if you want to have your camera on, you can, and we'll all just kind of be journaling together. I might give you guys a prompt if you want to do that, but you also don't have to. And maybe if you want to do a different craft, then you could bring that along as well. There's not really like any rules in particular to the journal meet, but it's just something that I've wanted to do for a while. And if you've been with me for a long time, then I did used to do something similar in COVID, and it used to be a lot of fun. So I kind of miss that, and I want to kind of get back onto it and just kind of create a bit more of a community with you guys and be able to interact with you a little bit more. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, then I'll be posting all about it on Instagram, and hopefully you guys can come to one, or maybe you'll come to every single one. But I just feel like it'll be a really nice way for people in the community to kind of meet other people with similar interests, and maybe you'll find a new pen pal, or maybe, I don't know, it'll just be a really fun experience for us to do. And I feel like because we are obviously slowly approaching autumn, it's the perfect time where people will be staying indoors more a little bit and getting cozy, doing some journaling. So I feel like it's a good time to kind of get it set up. So yeah, if you will be interested, then let me know down below, because I'm very excited about it. So I'm hopefully going to see some of you guys there. So I'm just kind of adding pretty much as many of these stickers as possible to this spread. As you can see, there are so many different designs, and the thing that I really like about this one is it has all the really small like rose petals and little music notes. So again, I can add lots of extra little details to this spread. I didn't want to do any big written journaling for this one, which is why I just added the small memo above the picture, and I'm just going to be kind of writing a tiny little bit in there, but there wasn't really much to say. It was more the photo that I wanted to kind of have as the main focus and keep in my journal as more of a sentimental keepsake. I tried to use as much of the stickers as possible instead of using lots of other things from my collection, and I feel like it just made the whole theme a little bit more obvious, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, I really enjoyed kind of sticking all of these down. It was a really easy spread to make, and it honestly didn't take me much time at all, because I was just whacking everything down straight from the washi tape, and it made it really, really easy. I'm also very close to finishing this journal, so I really do not have many pages left, and when I tell you, I have so many spreads to catch up on, so I will not be taking long to finish this journal, and then I will have plenty of spreads to put in the new journal insert as well. I'm deciding whether or not to jump straight into an autumn theme for my new journal or if to hold off, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to fill it up before the autumn time, and I do like to have a very autumnal journal cover to match the season, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But if you want to get any of these washi tapes for yourself, then all the details are in my description. And I hope you guys enjoyed joining me today with this little journal with me. And if you did, then make sure to like and subscribe and let me know which washi tape was your favourite. So thank you so much for watching and joining me today.